I know that you have been a longtime resident of Florida. You've lived in other places, of course, but could you situate us in the history of your family growing up here?
I am deeply, deeply, deeply rooted in this place. In 1793, a young, certainly no more than 15-year-old girl of royal family heritage, of the Wolof people of Senegal, was captured, chained, forced from her home to that island off of Senegal called Gorée, pushed through that door of no return, which I have stood in and wept. We both know that horrific story of the Middle Passage. She's off-boarded in Havana, Cuba, and a British enslaver by the name of Zephaniah Kingsley left his plantation about 25 minutes from here. He went for the explicit purpose of buying human beings. He bought her and he impregnated her before they reached the Kingsley plantation. Now, you gotta let me have my little anthropology lesson, because the kinship chart starts. I am, on my maternal side, a descendant of that 13-year-old Senegalese girl and a British enslaver. And so, let me come very quickly now to Mary Kingsley Sammis Lewis, who married my great-grandfather, Abraham Lincoln Lewis. What a mighty and spiritual man he was. Born in 1865 in a place called Madison County, Florida.
What a time to be born, 1865.
1865.
Civil War just ended.
And his parents, who had recently been so-called freed, named him Abraham Lincoln Lewis. A.L. Lewis, in 1901, with 6 other black men, founded the first insurance company in Florida. Abraham Lincoln Lewis, or as I called him, Fafa, in 1935, he took money from the Pension Bureau and he bought land that you and I are now seated on. And so American Beach, now historic American Beach, had its beginning. He said, this will be a place for our people where there will be recreation and relaxation without humiliation. In our home here, there's a photograph of A.L. Lewis and his second wife in front of the pyramids in Egypt. A.L. Lewis, born in 1865, who only had an elementary school education, nevertheless was blessed with an environment that connected him not just to his history, but to the only place on earth where all of humanity has come from, Africa.
It's remarkable, really, when people are freed and they experience the blessings of liberty, what can be accomplished in a lifetime.
It is true.
Can I look back for a few minutes?
Sure.
And talk to you about some of the many things that you have done along your journey to help us get to better places. And one of them was becoming the president of Spelman College in 1987, the first African-American woman to do it at that storied college founded in 1881 for educating black women.
Yes.
And yet it took until 1987 for them to hire an African-American woman leader. Talk about that experience.
Well, first of all, you know, you have to ask the question, why did it take you so long? Why did it take you so long? And the answer is so easy. Patriarchy. patriarchy. I would not have had that privilege of serving as the president if students had not done what they did, which, as you know, having served as the provost of that school, they locked up the board of trustees. They wouldn't let them out.
They took that.
They took action. It was not my presidency. It became the presidency of Black women, of Black people.
I've heard you speak about service. Give us some of your thoughts about the importance of service.
When I grew up in this segregated South, there's something that the old folk and the not so old folk said in different ways, but the main message was clear. Doing for others is just a rent you've got to pay for your room on earth. What I learned over time is that you're getting back so much more. I learned that lesson from my great-grandfather, A.L. Lewis. That's the beauty, that's the unspoken gift of real service. Of course, it's what you give, but oh, what you get back. Yeah.